You know how people joke about having a short fuse? Like it's just part of who they are. And they'll say stuff like, well, I don't mean to react like that. I'm just overwhelmed. And then it seems like everybody around you is okay with that and they just move on. Because most of us don't stop to ask the question, where does that reaction come from? And the reason why is because that's the uncomfortable part. Because the moments you regret, the snapping, the sharp tone, the instant frustration, see, you didn't invent those. You learned them. And now those reflexes are showing up in your everyday parenting. So you respond quickly, then your tone escalates, and then that regret hits almost immediately after, and then you sink back down into what have I done? And then you probably maybe tell yourself, well, I'm just trying to keep things under control. But here's what's actually happening. Your child is learning what emotion feels like in your home. They notice the energy shifts. They feel the tension before the words come out. They learn when to brace and when to stay quiet. See, to them, this isn't a bad moment. It's normal. It's life. And they're adapting. They become more alert. They monitor your mood. And they either shut down or they match your intensity. And this isn't, like, hear me on this. This isn't because you told them to, but because they are learning the same survival strategy that you once needed as a child. And I want to say this clearly. Because you do this, it does not mean that you are failing as a parent. Okay, this is an old protection pattern doing its job, let's just say a little too well. However, you're the one that is carrying it. And if you don't slow down long enough to notice it, it will not stop here. It will continue moving forward into your child and into your children's children. Because your child grows up learning quiet rules like emotions blow up fast, I should always stay careful, and connection can disappear quickly. However, here's the piece that most people don't say out loud. You can't teach emotional safety to your children while your body is still reacting on autopilot. However, anything learned in survival can be relearned in safety. And when you pause instead of snapping, and when you take that 1 second breath before responding, you slow the moment just enough and your child will learn something completely different. That emotions can be handled, that intensity doesn't end connection, and the home can feel steady when things are hard. That is how a family dynamic changes. This isn't about being perfect, but rather by choosing awareness in the moments that used to run you.